Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The monthly Russian massive missile attack occurred last night or overnight, and they launched some missiles and they sent some drones. And it seems like the Ukrainian air defense did about 95, at least 97% good job destroying almost all Russian missiles that were launched towards Ukraine. So according to them, I think only 2 missiles escaped out of the entire mass of missiles that the Russians launched. Nevertheless, it seems like, according to USA Today, that those 2 missiles destroyed a lot of things. It's like in the past missile attacks when the Ukrainians would say, well, we shot down this many and this many, and then you would remain with a button of like 4 missiles, and those 4 missiles hit, I don't know, 7 towns or something. So I don't know what they did. They hit here and then they flew again and they hit here and so on. It's like the magic bullet of JFK, if you remember. Hits this, goes there, goes around like a boomerang, comes, hits you from the other side. But anyway, let's see what I have. USA Today. I have I think it's Ukrainska Pravda or New Voice of Ukraine, one of these two. And then I have 2 maps to see where the missiles were launched from and where the missiles landed. They didn't give information on how many drones the Russians used, but a lot of them were also shot down. So basically it was a failure, so don't do it again. But it was not such a big failure because it seems like a few missiles also escaped, and therefore they need more air defense systems. So you know how it goes. We're doing a very good job with your weapons, but we need more because see, 2 escaped out of 30 something. Let's see. So this article comes from USA Today, and it says Russia unleashes mass airstrikes in attack on Ukraine, killing at least 12. A wave of Russian missile and drone strikes killed at least 12 people and wounded some 17 more in cities across Ukraine on Friday, according to officials. So the missile and drone strikes killed people in cities. That's unfortunate. That's why a peace solution must be found as soon as possible. The attacks came as large-scale Russian airstrikes on Ukrainian civilian infrastructure had appeared to wane in recent months. I don't know. Okay, an expectation were growing that Ukraine's military would soon launch a counteroffensive against Russian forces. Most of the deaths occurred in Uman, a city south of Kiev, when 2 missiles slammed into an apartment building, Ukraine's Interior Minister Ihor Klimenko said. Missile strikes killing innocent Ukrainians in their sleep, including 2-year-old child, is Russia's response to all peace initiatives, Dnipro Kuleba tells us, and we say, yes, you're right. Now, this is the number. Russia launched 23 missiles and 2 attack drones at Ukrainian cities, officials said. Ukraine's air defense systems shot down 21 of the projectiles. So 21 out of 23, and and the 2 drones. In addition to the 10 people killed in Uman, a woman and 3-year-old daughter were killed in the southeastern city of Dnipro, the major said. So already we have 23 missiles. They destroyed 21. They found out that 2 missiles fell on Uman, right? 2 missiles slammed into an apartment building. So there's no more missiles. So then remains, let's say, 2 drones attacks or 2 attacks, and they must have killed right here. A woman and 3-year-old daughter were killed in the southeastern city of Dnipro. The mayor said. Survivors of the Uman strike recounted the moments of as the missiles hit. For the first time in nearly 2 months, Ukraine's capital Kiev also came under attack, although there were no reports of any targets hit. None of the projectiles landed anywhere near active combat zones in eastern Ukraine. Ukrainian officials and independent analysts have alleged since the start of the war that the strikes are part of the deliberate intimidation strategy by Kremlin. Russia has repeatedly denied its military takes aim at civilian targets. So this is, it says that obviously the Ukrainians are ready for their counteroffensive, which is in its final stage. Get your popcorn and see what's going to happen. However, he did not mention a specific time frame. Why would he? I mean, anyway. So this is the USA Today's article, and we're going to go to the Russian. Oh, I'm sorry. Nah, the Russians did not say anything, at least where I was looking. And this comes from Ukrainska Pravda. Ukrainian defenders destroyed 21 Russian missiles overnight. So they say that Ukrainian Air Forces destroyed 21 out of 23 Kh-101 and Kh-555 cruise missiles and 2 drones during the Russian air raid overnight. So they destroyed 21 plus the 2 drones. So then if you go to the USA Today article, who destroyed the guys in Dnipro then? Since you destroyed the 2 drones. It doesn't matter. I mean, that's what I read here. So they destroyed 21 of 23 cruise missiles and 2 drones. Anyway, maybe I'm reading incorrectly. It doesn't really matter if you look at it. The thing is, the Russians sent 23, which is a big drop in their massive attacks, which used to be about 80, 90, and maximum 100 and some. Now they're 23. Okay. Well, whatever. And I'm quoting, the Russian invaders attacked Ukraine at about 4 a.m. in the morning using Tu-95 strategic bombers deployed from the Caspian Sea area. So let's see where the Caspian Sea area is. So this is Caspian Sea area right here, right? The sea is right here. And this is Russia. Where is the yellow thing? So I don't know, they started from here somewhere. This is Dagestan. This is Georgia. Armenia, Azerbaijan, South Ossetia, probably here, Abkhazia in this area. So Chechnya is here, this is the area. So Black Sea, Caspian Sea. This is Kazakhstan, so obviously not from this area. Probably from here, I'm guessing. Caspian Sea would be this area, because otherwise where? Here, no. Dagestan, Chechnya, I don't think so. Azerbaijan, certainly not. So here, in this area, so they went up and then they flew. I don't know if they flew over here and then turned around over the Black Sea, and let's see where they hit. And go over the Russian map, and we have Kiev right here, and the Donetsk is somewhere. Where is it? Where the river is? Dnipro. I'm sorry, not Donetsk. Somewhere on the Dnipro river, Dnipropetrovsk, right here. So the apartment with a lady over there was in Dnipropetrovsk, I'm guessing here, Dnipro, and the attacks, the 2 missiles that were landed in Kiev right here. And that is released from here. So these guys flew from here and released them here, Dnipropetrovsk here somewhere, and Kiev right there. So let's see what else the Ukrainians are saying. They didn't use the submarines from the Black Sea. Where is it? From the Black Sea, they didn't use those submarines, those caliber cruise missile carriers that they have here. I covered that, I think, yesterday or the day before, where the Ukrainians were reporting that the Russians have a salvo of 24 caliber cruise missiles ready here. Nothing from here, only from this guy Tu-95, I think it was. Right? So, let's see. Tu-95, yes, okay. And the aircraft missiles units from the Ukrainian Air Forces, together with air defense forces of other units from the defense forces, have destroyed 21 out of 23 Kh-101/Kh-555 cruise missiles and 2 operational tactical UAVs. So that means only 2 missiles hit the targets, or escaped. And again, here, right, this is from New York Times. USA Today, I'm sorry. It says, well, most of the death occurred in Uman when 2 missiles slammed into apartment building, boom, boom, boom. Right? And then here, in addition to the 10 people killed in Uman, a woman and 3-year-old daughter were killed in southeastern, the mayor said. Okay, how was that? Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's go to the Ukrainians. Details. Zaluzny noted that the targets were destroyed in the areas of responsibility of Center, Pivden South, and Skid East Air Commands. Background: the young woman and 3-year-old child were killed overnight during the Russian attack on Dnipro. So I don't know what exactly killed them, since the Ukrainians destroyed 21 out of 23 missiles and the two drones. Anyway, it doesn't matter. A Russian missile hit a residential building in Uman. A Russian missile. I heard in the other article there were 2 missiles who hit a residential building in Uman. 5 people were wounded and taken to hospital. Wasn't that Uman here? Yeah, in addition to the 10 killer. Anyway, they still air defense forces shot down 11 cruise missiles and 2 drones in Kiev Oblast. This is the background. Air defense 11 in Kiev Oblast. All right. Well, whenever they're gonna make their scenario and script appropriate, we're gonna find out how many did and where, because it seems like New York Times and Ukrainska Pravda have a little bit of a different story. Doesn't really matter. The point is the Russians again launched about 23, right? 23 missiles. Most of them were destroyed in the air, according to the Ukrainians, by the Ukrainian air defense. And the drones that the Russians also sent seem to have been downed by one article. The other one says the same thing, so must be true. No attacks from, as I said, from the Black Sea. No attacks from surface to to air or whatever. No surface to surface actually. Nothing like that. It was air to surface. Well, I don't know what's going on with those guys in the Black Sea. I expected to change their tactics, but this is, remember, what the Ukrainians reported. Probably if you read later what the Russians report about this, will be that they hit all the targets they wanted, and they will tell you that they destroyed some command posts, some this, some that, some that, and all that, no civilians killed, and so on. This is, remember, the first victim of war is truth. So here we have propaganda fighting left and right. I mean, not left and right. Every direction. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.